by root 3 minus 2 root 2 root 3 minus root 2. And then use the special product. Root 3 plus root 2 times root 3 minus root 2 is 3 minus 2 over 7 times root 3 minus root 2. So you end up with 1 over 7 times root 3 minus root 2. So now you have the numerator to be a rational number. So that's what we mean by rationalizing the numerator. Once again, I'm really sorry for this long video. There is one question at the end of this section, so please do the question and let's go to the next, the last section. Okay, so let's simplify these exponents, exponential expressions. Now, negative 125 is negative 5 cubed, and 8 is 2 cubed to the power of negative 2/3. What you can do here is switch it and make the exponent positive. So I can do 2 cubed over negative 5 cubed to the power positive of 2/3. Again, this is not the only way to do this. You can do it a different way, but that's what you have. Now you should be able to distribute this here and here. So you would end up getting 2 to the power 3 times 2 over 3. And again, negative 5 to the power 3 times 2 over 3. So you can see that is cancelled off. And you get 2 squared over negative 5 squared. That is 4 over 25. Negative 5 squared is plus 25. And then, let's look at this one. Again, I would make the outside exponent positive by flipping the whole thing. So, I don't do anything here. I would get x to the 4, 64, x to the power negative 8, and that would become positive. So, I flip the inside and make it positive. So I'm just outlining different methods of doing these questions. Now we can actually distribute this guy right here, 1, 2, and 3. And also I will write 64 as 2 to the power 6. Okay, so let's see what I get here. X to the power 4 times 1 over 4 divided by 2 to the power 6 times 1 over 4 times x to the power negative 8 times 1 over 4. So I end up with x to the power 1, 2 to the power 3 over 2, and x to the power negative 2. And then I can move this x to the power negative 2 up. That would be x to the 1, x to the 2, over 2 to the 3 over 2, x3 over 2 to the 3 over 2. Now, in this case, I did not ask you to rationalize the denominator or anything. So the answer x to the power, answer x to the 3 over 2 would be there. That would be the final answer. Okay. And the last example, there are 2 more examples. So here I would just distribute this 1/5 to these 2 exponents. So I'm going to end up with 3/5 y to the negative 2/5 and x to the negative 2/5 y to the 3/5. So if you can see a negative exponent, move it to the other side. So I can see the negative exponent here, I would move it to the top. So 3/5 x to the 2/5. That guy goes to the top. And then this guy will come to the bottom because it has a negative exponent. So you get 3/5 that was already there, and y to the plus 2/5 because it came to the denominator. And now you can add the exponents, so x to the 3/5 plus 2/5 and y to the 3/5 plus 2/5. And you can see in both cases you get 1. So the answer ends up being simply x over y. And this is a very common phenomenon in this class. You can see a very complicated expressions. If you do it correctly step by step, you should end up with a very simple answer. Not always, but most of the time. And the last example again will illustrate that fact. Okay, first of all, you can see that these exponents are the same. So here what I'm using is a to the power n, b to the power n is the same as ab to the power n. That is one of the rules that we learn in class. So if the exponent is the same, you can multiply the base. So what I do is, I will multiply the base with the same exponent, root 2 plus 1. So what I get is 5 minus root 3, 5 plus root 2. And you can FOIL this. Again, because we did not come to special product, let's FOIL this. So 25 minus 5 root 3 plus 5 root 3 minus root 3 times root 3 is 3. And also keep track of the exponent. And also there was something else here. You have to bring it forward. So 22 1 minus root 2, 22 1 minus root 2 is still there. So you can see that these two cancel off and you end up with 25 minus 3, which is 22. So what you have here is 22 to the power root 2 plus 1, and then 22 power to the power 1 minus root 2. And in that step, you can see the base is the same, therefore you can add the exponent. So let's write one base, 22, and add the exponent, root 2 plus 1 minus root 2. And now you can see that these two goes off and you get 22 squared. Well, without a calculator, I will not expect you to figure out what 22 squared in a minute, but let's have it that way. So this is the end of the lecture part 2, and check out for lecture part 3 in the future. Thank you.